Hello, this is Sahara playing Avernum 4, and we're down in this cavern, and I think this is where the hellhound is at. We know we've got lizards galore down here, and we're going to go ahead and put protection on everybody. Okay, we got some more coming at us. Let's go ahead, and this one was already damaged, and okay, let's go after this one. There we go. Let's put this. Wow, you did some damage to him. That's because he's so damn weak. Okay, take care of that one. And then you heal Arthur. Okay, better heal him some more. Okay, what's down here? Oh, we got some of this good stuff. And that's a hellhound. What? It's small. I was expecting it to be huge, to be quite honest. You know, like a hellhound. This is just like a little, I don't know. Since it's a hellhound, I don't think it's gonna like fire at it. Okay. And it's stunned. There we go. Is that it? I mean, because if it is, I'm going to be like really upset. That's a nice, neat looking mound of herbs. There's a nest down here. Come on. Okay, so we got that. What is there doing with tools in there? Okay, so this is armor 4. This takes place of the pants, which is armor 2, 1 pound. This is 7 pounds. I don't know. Stun resistance, armor 4. I just hate these bulky items. We'll see. Okay. I'm just going through the whole area, looking to see if I can find... Alright, so let's go down here first. This, all there was this down here? I mean, it's almost disappointing. That was it. So I'm wondering if that queen worm is in that area where I can't get to that's trapped. So this was, who was a potion master? Yeah, it was the potion master, annoying hellhound. So I'm going to go ahead and pause while I go back to Fort Draco. Alright, so we're back at the potion maker. I killed the hellhound. It was kind of disappointing. It really wasn't that big. I mean, didn't you have some potions you could have put down for it? I don't know. You won't be able to gather herbs in that cave again. Wonderful. And you didn't tell any rival alchemists about it, did you? Oh well, I don't want to know if you did. I'll deal with that when the time comes. And your reward, as promised, I will unlock the back storeroom downstairs under my shop. I keep a useful magical tomb. Well, it might be useful to you. I don't understand a word of it. Okay. Cool. So there was a magical tomb down there. Come on. And that was this door. Cool. And there it is. So, someone has stored a large and musty old book of chants and Yeah, rituals down here chained to the pedestal. Such tombs are highly prized because of the magical arts that can be learned from them. This text does not disappoint. After an hour spent in careful study, you learn a ritual to call down bolt of energy on those unwise enough to oppose you. Also useful. Your skill with the priest spell smite increases. Cool. That'll work. That was well worth coming back and getting done. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pause again while I go back down and go make my way to Formello. And I'm pretty sure that those caves that I can't get into with those traps is where the queen worm is at. I'm pretty sure. Especially after doing the one with Fort Monastery, where you had to have a certain level to get to the door to get to that the ghost thing, whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna pause. Okay, so we are back on the road to Formello, an area I haven't been yet. Road sentry. There is a small band of Avernite soldiers watching the road here. Even for sentries, they are unusually ragged and dirty. As you try to pass, one of them stops you. "Hold it there," he says. "We have to inspect everyone in this road, coming or going from Formello." As he speaks with you, you notice that the sentries are examining you carefully. I don't have time. I need to pass through. All right, go ahead. I'll be nice. The guard walks around you, looking you over. He seems very thoughtful, as if trying to decide what to do about you. The other sentries are very tense. Then you notice something. Though they are wearing Avernite armor, it isn't theirs. Their uniforms are mismatched, and some of the armor is torn and stained, as if looted from bodies on a battlefield. You notice, and they see that you notice. Before you can ask what is going on, they draw their weapons. I kind of figured they were going to be bandits. Yeah, I did. So let's just go ahead and do this. Okay. So they're highwaymen is what they are. You're highwaymen. Okay. You better go ahead and heal her. Fine. You just came to my trap. Thank you so very much. Because you know I'm amazing. You're done. And better heal her again, even though she really doesn't need it. Then you're going to have to come up here and do one of these. Can you do one of them at least? Almost. Okay. Alright. Heal her again. Now you can be able to do this with them. And how about this one? Is it too far away? Nope, got him. Nice. Pick up that ale. We'll have a drink on you. Thank you so very much. Okay, so everyone healed up. See what they have in this dirty camp of theirs. We do have a sword. It's in here, probably fish. Oh, at the bottom of this jar, under some refuse, you find a letter. It was sealed in wax, but someone opened it. It says simply, "Take advantage of the turmoil. Do what you can. If possible, kill any adventurers you find. They make things more difficult." The letter is signed only with a symbol, a drawing of a crown upside down. Interesting. Okay, so do I have that in my special items? Philip's letter? No. Nope. Well, we'll take your money, and I'll take that, and we'll take this too. Cool. Anything else on the ground? This junk, I don't need all that. Alright, so this is going to... We're going to go south first. Or should I go to Formello first? I'm right there. I'm just going to go down here. I suppose I should go to Formello first in case I need to heal up or anything. We can always... Okay, so we got farmers now. Farmers. Okay. That's where you put all your food in there. Okay. This is somebody's claim. Oh, a door. Well, we can't open. You don't have a key and the lock is too complicated to pick. Really? Okay, come on. I know I have to go across the river, I think, to get to Formello, right? Where am I at? Where am I at? Okay, so the only way to cross is here. There's a bridge. Well, how did I get up here? That makes no sense. See, this map does not make any sense. Okay. This map makes no sense at all. Supposedly, the way to cross is down here. Here it is. Okay, here's the bridge. We know they're not going to let us through, right? They are. Well, they're sleeping. How can they be sleeping when it's supposedly so bad that everyone's worried about everything? Now it's another guard. This is a member of the Formello City Guard. She is watching the bridge and the river, keeping alert to intruders and bandits. You try to speak with her to find out what is happening in these parts. She won't talk to you. In fact, she stares fixedly off into space, pretending that she doesn't know you are there. Strange. That is strange. Normally, they're always eager to talk to somebody. Okay. I can open this door. This looks like an armory. Okay. Oh, come on. I'm just scoping out the area around the fort. I imagine this is just going to go into... Nope, it doesn't. It goes as far as that. Okay. Another guard. Yawn. They're all yawning. But everything's supposed to be so bad. How can they be yawning if things are supposed to be so bad? You are outside the gates of Formello, the largest city in northeastern Avernum. It is a huge trade center, has many skilled craftsmen, and boasts one of the new schools of magic in all of Avernum. However, it is also eerily quiet. Doesn't sound like it in the background. There are no merchants moving in and out. You don't hear the raucous calls of the market. Looking through the gates, you don't even see anyone on the streets. And that is kind of odd. Especially since we were told that we weren't even able to enter. You enter the city of Formello and take another look around. Your first impressions were correct. The city is still occupied, but it is covered with a blanket of fear. The streets are empty. Everyone is hiding inside. An occasional face peers out a window at you and then ducks back into the shadows. There is a deep chill in the air. The whole town seems afflicted. As you look around, a guard emerges and approaches you. He doesn't get close, though, as if he's afraid you are carrying a disease. He says, "I'm sorry, traveler. The city is closed. You need authorization to enter." You show him the papers you got from Fort Draco. He reads them over and nods. "All right. You should see the mirror. City Hall is near the west gate." And before he flees back indoors, he says, "And stay away from the park." He points to the northeast. "That's where it comes when it comes. And it will come back." The guard runs back indoors. So to the west, City Hall is near the west gate, and stay away from the park, which is to the northeast. The west gate. So that would be over on this way, right? Because this is the west gate. Okay. So we're going up to where? Oh. I know I could take it. Do I really want to take it? Yeah, no one can see me, so I'm going to take it. Yes, they hiss at us. Well, the west gate should be up here somewhere. Is this it? What's that sign say? Jen and Ken and Jen's provisions. Well, let's talk to them while we're here. What was he saying? He was saying something about, oh, I hate, oh, my senses? Ken. This man is a local legend. His name is Ken, and he has spent the last several decades in Formello raising and slaughtering giant lizards. He is renowned for his hatred of the stupid reptiles and for the punishment he has suffered from their claws and teeth. He is covered with scars and missing 2 fingers, but he always gets his final revenge on every reptile in his care. When you get close, he regards you with a long, obscene rant on the stupidity and nastiness of the beasts in this cave. He tells you several ways in which they can try to take chunks out of you. Then he slaps you on the back and tells you to talk to his wife, Jen. She actually cooks and sells the food they sell. Okay. So all that talking for nothing. Okay, let's go over here. This is your bedroom. I don't care about it. Let's talk to Jen. This kitchen prepares hot food, bread, and sacks of rations, which are then sold to hungry locals and travelers. The owner, Jen, is well known for her ability to take Avernum's nauseous natural ingredients and produce food which is borderline edible. She greets you with a smile and says, "Welcome, stranger. Hungry?" Yeah, I come to think of it, they were in Formello in the first Avernite. Jen was. I remember I had to get bags of meal for her, if I remember right. I don't need any. Let me see your wares. No, so that's all it is. There's no quests. Because before we had quests for them. This is kind of a little set up the same way. This is the smithy. I need pliers, right? I need tongs. And I need pliers. Pincers. Was that what it's called? Pincers? It says pliers on my list. Forgot I also needed a pipe. These are pincers, not pliers. Do we have pliers? Okay, is anybody here? I didn't even think I saw anybody here. Lurga, that's me. There isn't anyone here for it being a smithy. Okay, so the west gate, by the west gate, which has to be somewhere over here then. Okay, I'm fed up. Oh, this is Captain. He's fed up. What are you fed up about? As if I didn't know. Okay, this goes upstairs. This probably goes around the perimeter of the fort. Here is where you would have, who is this? Who are you hiding clear up over here? Brenna. There is a young woman in rough clothes sitting up here, munching on a dry roll. It looks like she has been traveling a lot lately, traveling somewhere where they don't have combs. She has a large leather bag over her shoulder. She looks up at you for a long moment, then she says with a mouthful of bread, "I'm Tricina. I'm selling stuff I found on the road, and if you got something good, I'll buy it, no questions asked. Do business or leave me alone." Where did you get your wares? Where did you get the idea that it's your business? You're an adventurer, a hired killer. Don't get snooty. Sure, let me see. Do I have anything to sell? Yes, I do. And I don't think he had anything. I don't think she did. No, because she just had the health and that. Oh, come on. So picky. Let me see your wares. So what do you have? A gold bar, incense, gold necklace, scroll, control full, healing Exler. This is the good ones, I think. 27 to 87, yeah. Very reasonable. I do have to admit it is. I'll just take it because. So that's all she's up there. It's just for that. Okay, and a sell too, I suppose, if you just, I don't know. That just seems kind of odd to have her up there just for that. Okay, so let's talk to, these are all guards. This is practice field, it looks like. Yep. Is this a good bow? This is a K-wood bow. Okay, let's go talk to the captain and see what he's mad about. I know he's mad. Look at his soldiers are sleeping on their feet. All right. Captain Graham. This is Captain Graham, commander of the city guard. He looks at you up and down and snorts. Before the troubles started, he was a mean man with a very short temper. The recent difficulties have eroded what little patience he had remaining. When you try to speak, he says, "Look, vagrants, the job board is outside. Want to help out? Read it and come back to me when you've done something useful." Well, you are a mean bastard. Meanie. Oh, there is the jobs board. So then, let's see what's on it. Rat hunt. The farms around Formello have been afflicted by giant rats who have been scavenging the harvested crops and applying nasty bites to those who try to stop them. Bring the severed tails of 10 scavenging rats to Captain Graham in the barracks. The rats are most often found in and around supply sheds. Generous bounty will be paid. Okay, sure. Messenger to farm. A letter was tacked up on the board. It is addressed simply to Atira, farm northwest of Formello. Perhaps if the letter was delivered, you might get a nice tip. Northwest. Okay, so that would be down here. In cleaning, a tenant in Kirchhoff's inn left his room without paying. Also, this tenant, an unstable fellow by the name of Herricks, yeah, we know him. He was an Avernum 5. Left an unpleasant surprise in the room. This surprise is in the upstairs room. If you kill the surprise, Kirchhoff will pay 100 coins for your trouble. Okay. Oh, I think those are going to be rats. He liked rats. Hunt spice worms. There are a number of mines north of Formello. Alas, one of them, the Prongitil mine, has been infested by spice worms. The owner of the mine, good wife Hortense, wishes to see them removed. Should an adventurer bold and true manage to slay 8 of the foul beasts, Hortense will give a reward. She may be found down the road west from the Prongtail mine. Okay. I'm still looking for City Hall. It's supposed to be along the west gate, right? Is this it? No, it says Formello Supply. Oh, this is Kirchhoff. And Oliver. Oh, we found Oliver again. Okay. Come on, over here. This must be an inn. Yep. Okay. And we got an upstairs, which makes sense you would with an inn. Oh, there's something there. I need a towel. We got a towel. Thank you. I probably already had one. I don't know. This is probably her room. Oh, I was able to pick it. There is a foul odor in this corridor. Ah, this is where they left something in the room. That's right. Okay, so before we go any further, so it's a oozing zombie. Okay. Only takes 21 points of damage. We can't do anything with her. Do you do fire on it? Okay, fire will work. And let's get you on that. Ooh, nice, but it poisoned me. Okay, so she's poisoned now. That's fine. I am poisoned. So we're going to go ahead and heal her. And you could probably take it out with this one more firebolt. Yep, I did. Okay. And now you're going to heal. Cure my... Alright. What else did he leave up here other than something nasty? Money? No, why would he leave money? Belt protection. I think we've all got belts. We do. We all have gloves. So, I cleaned it out. So now I can tell her I cleaned it out. Kurtop. Yep, Kurtop thanks you and pays you in cash for your help. He also gives you a bottle of liquid that Hendrix left behind. He wants to be rid of it. It scares him. So what was the bottle of liquid? Gremlin wine. Oh, yeah, the Gremlin wine. This flask contains a thick fluid made from certain naturally magical ingredients. Drinking a potion will generally have a beneficial effect. Generally, but yeah, I found it's always best to sell it. Okay, so let's speak to Oliver first, since he is someone we know. You are surprised to meet a familiar face in this grim city. It is Oliver, the merchant you first met in Fort Monastery. It wouldn't surprise me at all if he is the spy behind all this, come to think of it. He still carries his heavy pack full of equipment and goods for sale. However, he is finding that it is hard to recruit customers when everyone is terrified of going outdoors. He is pleased to see someone he knows as you are. He takes a swig of ale, stands and bows. Ah, yes, the wanderer, the adventurer, the one who still has both money to spend and the capacity to smile. Oliver is still at your service, selling that which makes your adventures possible. How have your travels been? Well, getting through the long-tail clanlands was tricky, but they were still recovering from the damage you inflicted upon them, so I managed to get by. I hoped my fortunes would improve here, but everything is kept locked up. The money, the women, they are all locked away for fear of the shade. Well, I've been going back and forth between Fort Draco and Fort Monastery, and there were no more goblins left. How did you get the guards to let you in? Creative bribery. Yeah, and have you seen the shade? Of course not. Oliver is no fool. I have never gone anywhere where I might see it, because then it might see me. True. Know anything about what's happening here? Very little. People aren't asking, and I'm not talking. I know that the mayor is barely holding it together, and that makes her in better shape than most of the town folk. When the shade is around, they won't just stay inside. Most of them won't even talk. Quite unsociable, if you ask me, and bad for business. Where will you go next? Well, I wanted to go south to the ruins of the Tower of Maga. I've heard there is good salvage and can be bought there cheap. But first, I need to get past the quarantine. Quarantine? Last I have heard, the road between here and the Eastern Gallery, south of here, has been blocked by magic barriers, keeping monsters out. Oh, or in, I don't know. Say, if you ever are south of here and find that the quarantine is lifted, could you let me know? I'd pay for the trouble. Yeah, okay. What do you have? There is something I need to buy. Do you have anything I need to... Oh, you've got a U-bow. So what is his bow? He's got a U-bow too, though. 5 to 10. And she's got U-bow 5 to 10. I think we all have U-bows, don't we? Yeah, I made sure we had them. For that reason, because we use them a lot. Trade with you. I don't think everything... Oh, I had that. You can have the Gremlin wine. We are not going to use that. So what else did you have? Gauntlets, silver necklace, ruby. I'll take the icy bolt. And he can have the lightning. Well, this is a Yule longbow. 5 to 15, so it's probably actually better than what he has. So I'm going to go ahead and buy it. There's only one. Oops. Oops, come here. Come on. Yeah, because 5 to 15, and this is 5 to 10. So what's the difference? Base damage 5 to 15. 4 pounds. It's probably going to put him over his limit, though, isn't it? This is 2.5 pounds. It is! Yeah, he is already over his weight. That's why he can't carry anything. He just can't carry anything. Okay, so let's sell that U-bow then. I keep this because it's 6 to 24, whereas this is 5 to 10, but I don't know. She's only got 2 left. Or no, she only got 1 left of those. They add so much to her weight to her pack. Okay, so let's talk to Kurtov over here then. This is Formello's Inn. It looks like it would normally be a comfortable place to grab a place at the counter, stare into the fire, and swap tales. Right now, however, the inn is nearly abandoned. You approach the innkeeper, who is standing behind a large cask and trying to act invisible. When you get close and he realizes you are determined to speak with him, he shakes his head. Sorry, friend. These are bad times. No rooms, no service. I'm Kurtov, and I never wanted it said that I wasn't friendly to a guest, but, well, I guess I'm not very friendly. Not these days. Can I at least know something about what's been happening? All right, I'll tell you about the roads, if that will help you leave sooner, I mean. The road south of here isn't good. The mayor declared a quarantine and had the passage to the eastern gallery blocked by magical barriers. So you'll probably have to go back west. The caves to the north just have monsters. The last people who got out to the south were some mages. They came here to build this pylon. Come to think of it, our troubles happened not long after the pylon went up. So there's a pylon here. I figured there would be. Tell me about the magic barriers to the south. Just what it sounds like. Nobody gets through them without the mayor's permission, and she doesn't give it often. She's afraid of the monsters to the south coming up here. And a good thing, too. At least someone around here is acting. There are monsters to the north? So I hear. A dragon used to live up there, and the tunnels are still full of weird dragonry magic. But you're an adventurer, so maybe that's just good news for you. And tell me about this pylon. It's stone, and it hums. It's in the park to the east. Nobody goes near it. The mages, they just came in and built it and left. Didn't talk to anybody. And you know nothing about it? Well, my cousin said his friend overheard a fellow telling another fellow that he'd overheard one of the mages saying to another mage that the pylons might have something to do with something in Fort Avernum in the eastern gallery. But that might be a rumor. Somebody said something that somebody else said. Okay. So this is how we get in and out. I'm trying to find... Okay, so where in the hell... What is this? This is Formello Supply. I was just right there and I walked right by it. Okay, and who's in here? This is Horel. This merchant has a small shop full of all sorts of useful supplies. He shakes nervously. I am Horel. This is my shop. I have a variety of goods for sale when we aren't closed. He is pale even for an Avernite. The recent crisis has drained his courage, and he probably didn't have much of that to begin with. Well, let me see your wares. So what do you have? Nothing particular, but I have potions, energy potions. We'll take that. So you're not much help. Well, where the hell is this? Okay, so this is another. These are guards. That's it. This probably goes upstairs. Yep, it does. On the other side here. Oh. Somebody we can talk to? No. Can't get into it. So this go outside? Oh, this goes down. Oh! Well, why would we have this? To get to this area? Because there's nothing else here? So what's over here? Oops, I see a blue. Something blue. It's a focusing crystal. It isn't one. I was hoping it was a piercing crystal. Damn. Oh well, but see, I wouldn't have found this if I hadn't come this way. What's in that chest you won't let me in? I can attack you, I suppose, but is it... Oh, you did let me in at that time. Okay. Nothing I wanted. So somewhere is... Nobody's in here. I don't need the bolted cloth. That's probably the park that they were talking about. You are near what was once a lovely park. It was a large clearing surrounded by 4 curved pools with elegant fungal formations and pretty trees and chirping birds and so on. The area is now a disaster. The plants are dead and the ground is covered with signs of recent carnage. The air is icy cold. So that's the... Okay. So where the hell is... They said it was on the by the west gate, and I am at the west gate. Maybe this is it. Oops, what does it say? City Hall, here it is. Okay, I just missed it, that's all. Went the wrong way. This is not what I want. I'm trying to get this. So where are you at? So I can talk to the mayor. I see you talking. Upstairs? You don't even have nice stairs. You just got a ladder. Can't get in that one. Can get in this one though. Paper is worth some money. Can't get in that one either. Damn it. Okay, so we got the mayor here. He doesn't even have a desk. That's odd. He doesn't even have a desk. Oh, you're going to let me take this? Oh, that goes to you. Well, I'll probably put you over your limit. It didn't. But that's yours. Did I pick up something I wasn't supposed to pick up? It looks like I've got a golden mug there. I didn't want that. Alright, Mayor Henrietta. The mayor of Formello is in her audience hall sitting on her throne. She isn't in good shape. All of her guards and attendants are gone, and the shade that has afflicted the city has worn her down too. She is pale and thin and has developed a nervous habit of picking at her mare's sash with her fingers, leaving it frayed at the edges. She jumped when you rounded the corner, probably thinking that the shade had come for her at last. After taking a moment to regain her composure, she says, "Outsiders, I welcome you, though it is perilous to do so. I am Mayor Henrietta, the one who has been charged with keeping the city together as much as possible. I am risking the wrath of the shade to see you, because I have heard that you may have something of value to contribute. I hope I have not been misled." What has been happening in Formello lately? She shakes her head and lets out a long sigh. Well, I will assume you have heard about the rivers being full of monsters and the end of boat traffic, which hit Formello very hard, I assure you. Also, there has been a huge increase in monster activity, enough so that I was forced to erect a quarantine barrier between here and the Eastern Gallery. These would have been enough to deal with, but then the shade came, and all we could do was struggle to remain alive and sane. Do you know anything about the monsters in the water? No more than anyone else. They swim in the deep and dark, and all we have seen of them are the tentacles. We see them when they drag a boat down, and I'm sure I don't need to tell you, very few sailors survive a capsized ship in the underworld. There is a quarantine. Yes, the eastern gallery to the south has had worse monster infestations than we have. Since we had enough problems here, I had our mages erect barriers along the road to the south. A harsh step, I know, but things would be far worse if the insects swarming the eastern gallery were allowed to infest our lands. So please do not ask to pass the barriers. Luring and raising them is extremely difficult. Okay, but you know you will eventually. Tell me more about this shade. This shade first approached. This shade first appeared several weeks ago. In that time, civilized life in our city has crumbled to nothingness. The shade is currently absent. Thus, it may be possible for you to speak with people, trade, and so on. If the shade were here, even if you were able to concentrate on anything, people would shun you. Have you tried to kill the shade? Several times. The shade has considerable power. The wounds our warriors create heal themselves almost immediately, and then it destroys any who dread it, who dare try to harm it. It radiates magical cold, very intense. Many of our soldiers have been frozen completely solid. The same fate awaits the poor souls that it decides, for whatever reason, to kill. The shade isn't always here. No, it travels. Sometimes it appears in Silvar to the south. Sometimes it comes back here, and wherever it is, life stops. We don't know why it decides to go to one place or the other. It seems to switch every few days, though. So I'd like to know more about the shade. I would too, but it is very difficult to study it. I know of only one person who is trying. His name is Sage Townsend. He has been watching the shade every moment he could. He is hiding in the cave at the northeast corner of town. He never leaves there because of the entirely reasonable belief that the shade would kill him. Okay, I had a strange encounter in a mine west of here. Mayor Henrietta sits up straight and listens attentively as you tell your story. This may be the first signs of enthusiasm she's shown about anything in weeks. She constantly interrupts your tale with questions. This may be significant. It is a pity that you could not get more information from the being in the crystal. Why don't you let me see the mark? When you show it to her, she is lost in thought for a moment. Then she says, "You know, someone mentioned something like this to me recently. I think it was Genevieve, a librarian. You should show it to her. I want to know what she says before I come to any conclusions." I was recently ambushed by someone. They had papers with a strange symbol. She shakes her head. I have heard of nothing like that. Very strange. I will watch for similar signs. She seems unconvinced that this is of any importance. Okay. So did I get a quest? Yes, I did. And it's probably to go to, what is it? See, Genevieve. Okay, so across the road from the city hall. Of course, so I have to go, Okay, so across the road. I thought this would be I don't know what this is. I mean, it's still inside the city. Ah, the pillar. A painful shock runs up your arm. You pull your hand back. Something just happened, but you don't know what. So this is where the portal is at. Or the pylon, not the portal. But it's more or less that's what it's going to be. The portal. Okay. And who's in here? Nothing. Just gardening stuff. This was once the main marketplace of Formello. Merchants from all over the underworld came here to hawk their wares and get precious goods to take back to the rest of Avernum, and even to the surface. The presence of the shade had a predictable effect on the center of commerce. The place is abandoned. Lichen and moss have already begun to cover the stone tables. So the tables are made of stone. Interesting. The passage to the south has been caved in. by a magical explosion from the look of things. You've heard of this passage, most Avernites have. Once, years ago, a group of adventurers traveled through it and down a long river. At the end of their journey, they made the first contact between Avernum and the Veneri. Since then, for some reason, the passage was sealed, and there has been no contact between you and the Veneri for years. Yes, I do remember that because that was the Crystal Souls. That was the Crystal Souls. And where is this going up to? Judge. Oh, say. Oh, here's the sage. Okay. Sage Townsend. There is a man hiding in this cave. He is old, filthy, skinny, and tired. He wears the robes of a mage, but worn and torn to a humiliating extent. It looks like people have been sneaking up here to his cave. Has been sneaking food up to his cave here, but not enough of it. When you entered, he was lying on his back on his pallet, staring up at the ceiling and thinking. When he sees that you are an adventurer, he jumps up, seizes your hand, and shakes it. Yes, I've met many adventurers in the past, but I can't remember ever being so happy to be visited. I am Sage Townsend, and this miserable foul pit is my home, for the moment. I am currently engaged in study of the shade afflicting us, and that is why I am hiding here. Why are you hiding back here? Because the shade only attacks those it can see, those passing by on the road, and so on. That is why everyone stays indoors as much as they can, which is, alas, not always. Because I have spent so much time studying it and speaking with outsiders, I believe if I left I would be an instant target. So you are studying the shade? Yes, I am, as best I can. Its power is so great that I do not think we will be able to defeat it without considerable insight and knowledge. I watch it as it stands still, as it selects prey, as it fades away and returns, and one day I hope I may have an idea of how to defeat it. Since the shade is absent now, I rest and think. I must be strong when it returns, and it will. How does it select prey? Nobody is sure. It stands there, still and silent as a statue, for days at a time, and then, one day, someone is walking on the road, and it swoops out, chases them down, and freezes them. There is no sense to it, and no hope. And nobody escapes? Sometimes, if someone runs far enough and fast enough, the shade loses interest in its prey and returns to its home, but sadly, this rarely happens. We have also learned not to run indoors when we are selected. This usually only means the death of everyone in the building. It is possible to share the shade's rage with others. Well, that's bad. Do you know what makes someone more likely to be selected? Dealing with outsiders, speaking with merchants, travelers, adventurers, knowledge and cooperation attract the loving attention of the shade. I do not know if the creator of the shade made it in order to isolate us and keep Avernite from cooperating with each other, but that is the result. Okay, and it probably was the reason. You are a sage? Can you train me? Have you known many adventurers? Yes, in my decades in Formello, I have met some of the most famous and illustrious adventurers in all of Avernum. I have seen many unhappy times. Can you train me? Not in magical spells. You should go to the library for that. But if you are not extensively schooled in the magical arts, I can provide some pointers on general magical techniques. What can you teach me? Oh, I've already got all that. Learn spellcraft, learn arcane lore. We've got all that mastered. Okay, so, well, I was told to talk to him, right? So wasn't I told to talk to him? Info for Oliver, Guinevere. Maybe not. So I need to talk to the librarian. And where's this going? Just up here to nothing. Oh, autosave. Which is fine. The library has to be over here somewhere. Is this it? No, this is a shrine. Abbess. Abba, 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 Abba. You got stairs going up over here. Place for meditating. Well, I was able to get in there. Ooh, there's a spell book. I don't need any of that. Let's go ahead and do an autosave before I read the spell book. Some of them can be kind of dangerous. Let's see here. This is a book of healing prayers and rituals. It looks like it was brought here only recently for study by the abbess of the temple. A lot of it is beyond your comprehension. The language is archaic and the chants are very complicated. You do find a small section of the purging of poison that you can partially understand. Your skill with the curing spell increases. Cool. That was worth the sneaking around. So let's talk to the abbess. Oh, there's another door here first. I can get in that one too. And here? Okay, what's here? Nothing that I really needed. What was that cloak? Cloak protection. I think they all have. This is the same. Yeah, this is the same. Okay. I'm just snooping. Don't mind me. Okay. Let's go talk to the abbess. Where'd you go? Here you are. Abbess Han. One look at the abbess of this temple tells you that this is not the shrine to a peaceful religion. She has a mace at her belt and a breastplate under her robes. It is if a shade decided to invade this place, she would be fighting. She looks you over when you enter the temple, then she nods. Another warrior in Formello. I approve. This is the temple of unbroken justice, and I am Abbess Han. This shrine is an island of sanity in this mad, mad city. What are the beliefs of your shrine? We believe in justice, and we believe in doing what is necessary to attain it. Some are content to wait for the afterlife to get the rewards for a good life. We would prefer to see people rewarded for virtue in this world. Of course, many things in Avernum will only properly respond to force, and if that is what is necessary to bring justice, we will not shrink from it. So you go out and fight a lot? Not lately. I am brave, but realistic. I am getting older, and my flock needs me. But do not think I have shied from battle in the past. And where do you wish you were fighting now? She sighs. I do not know. The threats against us now are not the sort that can readily be dispatched with a mace. Our foes lurk deep under the water or behind a shield of terror and black mist. But one day, those responsible for our difficulties will step forward, and when that day comes, I will hit them. Okay. Has it been a struggle to help Formello? Constantly. She shakes her head. My flock hides in their homes, terrified of the shade. My acolytes fled, unable to bear its constant presence, but I will do what I can to help. And how do you tend to the people? I visit them in their homes. They are too scared to come to me, after all. I walk the streets and I remind them of what it was like to be free, to be human, she thinks. Or Nepal or Slith, but still free. Do you know anything about the shade? No. She points to the east. Sage Townsend is hiding in a cave that way. He is a thinker. If anyone knows about the shade, he does. Me, I think pondering it beyond finding our ways to kill it is just a waste of time. Can you teach me any spells? She inspects you again. Perhaps. You are a fighter, I can see. But my order does not help just anyone who comes through the door. Those my order arms must be tested. Sure, I'm willing to be tested. She nods. I thought you would be, and we of the shrine have made a place of testing to refine our own strength, to keep us sharp for when times of trial come. It is a stone circle east of Formello, against the far cavern wall. In the middle of the circle is a crystal. Touch the crystal, survive for a time, defeat that which is sent against you, and return to me. Then, if you are worthy, I will teach you. Okay. So, I still haven't found the librarian. I touched it, but nothing happened. Okay. So librarian's got to be over here. I wanted to get to the library. Maybe this is it. Or that's it. I don't know. This is a huge place. And this is Leatherworks. Anyway, we got a long way. We got more to figure out here. I think this is probably the library here. Yeah, because it's right across. See, if I would have went straight across, I would have had it. But I had to go around the long way. Anyway, I need to close down this episode. If you're enjoying, click like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Sahara out.